guys, it's Shelby with The Good Dog in New Orleans, and then we have Marta over there working with Luna, and we're kind of doing an adjusted muzzle conditioning thing. So Luna has an extreme aversion to anything coming towards her face, whether that be a muzzle or a slip lead or a collar or like her eardrops. So because of this aversion, she has an ear infection that hasn't been able to be treated because the vets haven't been able to muzzle her and her owner hasn't been able to administer the eardrops. So we have an initial muzzle on her right now for safety. And then what we're doing is taking an even bigger muzzle. And right now, this is the very, very beginning of the process. So right now, we're just getting her used to having it presented to her face, and we're having her take food from our hand. And this also enables us to be able to start to treat her ears, because obviously there's some discomfort there, which, I'm sure has something to do with the aversion to things coming towards her head. So the sooner we can get that treated, hopefully the better she'll feel and the more accelerated this will go. But this is kind of how we're starting this process.
And she only eats through training.
And she's only eating through training right now. So what Marta's doing is she'll present the muzzle, and you'll see we're not putting it super close to her face or anything like that, because her reactions have been so extreme. We're just presenting it to her. And it's her first training session doing this. So she doesn't react, Marta marks with good, then follows it up with a food reward. So Luna's been with us for a while because she came in with a pretty intense ear infection. So we've been getting that under control. Her ears finally look really good. And she also came in with a very extreme aversion to you touching her head or things being presented to her face, like a muzzle or a slip lead. And of course, the discomfort from her ears definitely played into that. But because she had been doing it for so long and it had worked, it was also a very ingrained habit of behavior. So we've been working through that as well. So anytime we've been treating her ears or putting an e-collar or a muzzle on her, it's been a two-person operation with both Marta and I, and she's been doing really, really well. And today is the first time that Marta is going to be doing it by herself. So we're switching to a single woman operation. So she's still using food to reinforce any non-aggressive reaction. She's doing pretty well. So we're putting the e-collar on. She's muzzled for safety already. She's nestling the e-collar in her fur. Good.
Check for contact.
Good. So we check for contact at a super low level. You always want to make sure that your dog has contact before you remove the muzzle. Taking our time with this, making sure that we're reinforcing all good choices. And because now she has an e-collar on, if she were to give us a poor choice while Marta's doing the ear medication, we could also mark and correct that for something that we don't like. And so we're going to continue to work on this pretty much every day for the rest of her time here. We want it to be super, super solid so that in the future, her owner can muzzle her without any issue. He can treat her ears if she needs any continued treatment after she goes home. But she's a really good candidate for a muzzle for any vet visits. So we want to make sure that he can very easily and safely muzzle her for any kind of interactions like that. So now that the medicine is done and her e-collar is on, we're going to remove the muzzle so then we can get to training. But this whole interaction is a super important component of like her overall program. So, tell us how you came to the Good Dog for Luna in the first place.
Well, first of all, we were kind of getting cornered with our options. Fussing, you can't fuss her. We couldn't really communicate with her. She was starting to get worse and worse with her behavior, and there was really no safe way for us to handle it or to go about really trying to better her. And it got to the point where it was causing health issues. We couldn't address that, and we couldn't safely take her to the vet. So we came across y'all's, I think it was your Instagram or your YouTube, and saw that you deal with dogs that are challenging, to say the least. And yeah, it really didn't have another option. Like it was that or rehome her.
Right.
There's no way we could have handled it on our own, absolutely.
So your main issues were like being able to handle her in situations that she didn't agree with, and then she was also having issues with certain people that she wasn't familiar with, or like your family, just people that she wasn't like super cool with, that you weren't really sure how to handle, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So tell us how, what changes that you see in her so far since you started doing your go-home sessions with us.
She seems a lot more relaxed, just in general. Like she, like you said, she's just naturally a nervous dog, so she's always kind of like worried, but she just seems more guided now.
Yeah.
Like she has someone to show her how to behave and what's okay and what's not okay. She just seems a lot like more structured
And like, what have you guys gotten out of this?
I feel so much more relieved.
Awesome.
Taking her on a walk was fun. I'd love to do that all the time.
Nice.
I love walking, and I would love to take her on walks. And it used to be like something I kind of just don't look forward to doing, because you don't know what's going to happen. But now things are like structured, and you control like the outcomes basically.
Nice.
And it's a lot. It's a big relief.
Nice. So how do you guys feel like moving forward with her?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited because I wanted to be a part of like our family and be included in things, and she can be that now.
Yeah.
And however she wants to, like, she's not a friendly dog, that's totally fine by me. I don't really care if other people are happy with how she interacts. It's just about making her happy and then fitting into our life too.